Just because they can't see over you. On this side, yes. All right, anybody else want to join us and have a seat? Anyone here like to have a seat? Anybody want to come in? Nope. All right, good afternoon and welcome to our milking demonstration sponsored by Dairy Farmers of Ontario. My name is Sandy, and the way our demos work is it's divided into 3 sections. So for the first part, we will be milking Peanut. She is the cow that is in the stall right now, and I'm going to be describing what is going on during that process. For the second part, we have over 3,200 dairy producers, farm families who produce milk for us to drink. And we are lucky enough to have some volunteers who volunteer to leave their farm today, come all the way into the city to answer your questions. So I have a job for my little people, I have a job for my big people. Your job is to think of one really good question for Dave or Ali. They've left all the way from Leeds County, way out east in the province. So we're going to have an Ask the Expert section. All you have to do is think of one really good question about cows or farming. The third section, if you want to stick around, we are going to be playing a game where you can win a cow. So if you'd like to win a cow, stick around for that section as well. Now, what we have here to your right is our milk house. This building houses all of the equipment that is found on a farm, except we built it into a portable shipping container. So what we're able to do at the end of the event is we clean it up, we close the doors, and we take it to our next event. So our milk house will next be seen at the Western Fair in London. So if you're in that part of the province, the week after Labor Day, come and visit us again. Now in order, are you over that way? Now, in order for us to run a farm successfully, we need to have herds people that are on site at the CNE 24 hours a day. So we have a whole team of amazing herds people. But at this milking, I'd like to introduce you to my friend. I'm going to get you to squish over because I might step on you. To Josh, and inside of my milk house, we have Ainsley. Let's give them a warm welcome. So Josh is going to start our milking. Can anybody up front tell me what color is that cup he's holding? What color is the lid? Blue. That is the pre-dip. So inside of this teat dipper is a weak iodine solution, and he's using that to disinfect each of the cow's 4 teats. We often hear people go by and say, wow, look at her udders. Well, she only has 1 udder, but there's 4 teats, each one individually disinfected because there's 4 sections to our milking machine. So that solution stays on the cow for about 30 seconds for it to work its magic.
Oh, yeah.
And then what we need to do is, Josh has a clean paper towel, and he's going to be wiping that off. And he's doing that for a couple of reasons. We don't want any residue of iodine to pass into our milk tank. We also want to signal to the cow's brain that it's time for her to let down her milk. Cows have to be comfortable. You want to send a signal to the brain to let down the milk. Any moms in the audience know what I mean by let down the milk? Cows are mammals just like us. They have those same instincts. He's also stripping a little bit of milk out. He's squirting a little bit out. Make sure everything is flowing freely before attaching the machine. Now the milking system works somewhat similar to a vacuum, so we need to create suction in the line. So Ainsley's going to turn on the system from within the milk house, and Josh is going to plug into the pipeline above the cow's head, which will create suction in the machine. You're going to hear sort of a pulsing sound. So inside of the milk inflations, it's a gentle, soft rubber that squeezes and releases. And Josh is attaching 1 inflation to each of the cow's 4 teats. Now once he has her hooked up, we don't need to hold that because the suction is doing its work.
Sorry.
Now my friends in front, can you see the milk that's starting already to come through that clear hose? Milk comes out of a cow at her body temperature, which is a little warmer than us. It's about 39 degrees Celsius, and we want to cool it as quickly as possible. So it's making its way up those hoses to the pipeline above the cow's head and into the milk house. It's difficult to see in our milk house because we've got these windows and doors. So what we did is we did a video of the milking before the CNE opened, and Emily's going to show it here on this screen. So that's what's happening. It's not a live video, but this is something that we recorded earlier in the week because the cows came before the CNE opened. So it's in that glass collection jar. I can see the glass collection jar from where I am, and milk is starting to fill it. It goes up to a certain level and then it drains. It's going to pass through a pipe that has a milk filter in it. And it's making its way towards that large stainless steel structure at the end of the milk house called the bulk tank. It's like a fridge on the farm. All of the milk stays at 4 degrees Celsius, which is maximum freshness for milk, until the truck comes, and that usually happens every other day. Now, my friends in front, remember I told you you have a job? Okay, this is your job. You see this machine? It tells us how much milk she's given us. So far, in just about a minute, she gave us a liter of milk. And on the top, you see that bar that Josh is pointing at? That's clear right now, but that's going to light up red. And when that lights up red, something really special is going to happen. But I'm not facing it. So when it lights up red, can you just say, Sandy, the light? Can you let me know? Can you just shout it at me? So when it lights up red, you're going to say what? Okay, you're going to have to be louder than that because I won't hear you if we're talking. Now, what color would you say most cows are? If I said, what color's a cow? You would say white and black. That's right. We have a Holstein cow. Is she hiding again? She's often hiding. She has her favorite sleep spot right behind this milk house. Those are the Holsteins. 96% of all Holsteins, because they're the biggest cow and they make the most milk. But this Jersey cow is special. Oh, the light. Look at Josh, the light's going. Josh, the lights. Look at that. Josh didn't have to do anything. This machine has an automatic takeoff. So this cow is further along in her lactation, so she's not producing as much milk. So you don't want to keep squeezing on that udder because that's going to damage the teat. So instead the system knows and it automatically releases from the teat and it goes back into the system. So who remembers the first color of teat dipper? What was the first one? The blue one. Now this is our post-dip. So this is a thicker concentration of iodine, using it to once again disinfect her teats, also moisturizes the udder, and helps to close up the hole. So the teat has opened up to release the milk, and we want to close it up so when she goes to lie down, nothing is going to irritate her. So, only a couple of minutes, but she gave us 2 liters in that time. Great job, Peanut. Now this cow is the Jersey cow. What's special about the brown cows is they give the chocolate milk. Right? Must be true. Now this Jersey cow, which is our second most popular breed in Ontario, she may be the smaller of the dairy breeds. She doesn't produce as much milk, but her milk is rich and creamy. We buy milk at the store that's 1% or 2%, 3.25% milk fat. Holsteins give us 4%. Jersey's over 5%. Really rich and creamy. All right, this is our Ask the Expert time. So if you have a question, oh, you got 3 right away. Allie, Dave, you ready? How do you get lactose-free milk? Pardon?
I don't know if I can explain this well.
So all milk has naturally occurring lactose, the sugar that's naturally in milk. So what they do is they either remove the lactose or they put in an enzyme that combats the lactose so that it takes it away. So that for those people who are unable to digest it, it makes it easier to digest. There's lots of products now that are lactose free. Same nutrients, just remove the sugar. How does the popularity of plant-based beverages affect the dairy industry?
Overall, I would say there hasn't been too much of an effect as our population is growing, and so people still do want good, quality Canadian products, and so people are still drinking milk and eating yogurt and eating cheese, and there are some alternatives to dairy products, and some people choose it for personal reasons, but there still is a strong market and supply of Canadian products.
And there's definitely different nutrients in both. Both are beverages that you can drink and add to things like coffee and tea, but there's different components of each. Can you explain A2 milk?
So the difference between A1 and A2 milk is the protein. And so A1 protein is a little bit less easily digestible as the A2 protein. And so some people who are lactose intolerant or can't digest milk quite as well can sometimes tolerate A2 as it's a little bit easier to digest.
Any other questions? Anyone? 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 No more questions? All right, well, no more questions. If you think of any, please do come up and speak to Ali or Dave personally. Is there anybody who would like to play a game with us? Now, in order to play a game, you have to have a device that has access to data or go on the CNE Wi-Fi. What you're going to do is come up and scan that QR code that's on our TV, which is going to take you right into our game. It'll ask you for a username. You just put your name in. You'll pop up on the screen. Let's see how many people. 3 people. The top 3 players will be winning a cow today. So if you want to win a cow, come and play our game. Just come over and scan this code. Lou wants a cow. Who else wants a cow? Nikki wants a cow. Lou and Nikki, you know you can change your avatar, you can change your accessories while you're waiting for everybody else to join our game. Anybody coming in now want to come and play a game where you can win a cow? Let me see. Carrie wants a cow, Daniel wants a cow, Angelica wants a cow.
Thank you for
Who
watching.
else wants a cow? You guys coming over to play a game where you can win a cow?
Go and see my game.